Welcome one and all friends and enemies, I guess, to Kharak Cup number 4. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, this is from the first round of the qualifiers. Of course, we went back to the system that we used in Kharak Cup 2 because people like that quite a lot, where we have a qualifier system, if you will. It's like a Swiss section. And then the top 4 people in the Swiss section move on to a semifinals and then to a finals. And in this case, the tournament only had 5 participants, so that's not really like so many. I don't know. It's not so important, I guess, the qualifier, because, you know, 80% of people in the qualifier were going to progress. But still, you know, fun games, I guess. So it's like it's a round-robin format, kind of. Because we had 5 players, it was an uneven number, we had a bye as well. So Descaro was in the tournament, but he's not in round 1. But just some quick notes on format there. The game here is going to be Masque the Red Death versus Shrike. And Shrike changed his colors, by the way. Did you notice that? He used to play in like black and white, I think, or white and black. That's the same thing, you know. You know what I mean. But now it's like this kind of cool teal and then like yellow color. I like it. I approve. Looks pretty cool. Check it out on the base front. Maybe you can see it a bit easier. And of course, it looks a little different on this map too, because it's kind of like a nighttime map with the Aurora Borealis or whatever going on next to the equator. Because, you know, why not? I think I mentioned that in one of the other videos, but yeah. The map is Titan Passage. Oh look, a carrier from Homeworld 1. You know how I feel about this map. The map is determined for all these, like for the different rounds, by a random number generator, so no one had any say in that. It just kind of happened to be. But yeah, this is not really my favorite map, but it's not like game breaking or anything like that. I just kind of feel like it's a little bit imbalanced, kind of like Elvian Territories as well. But yeah, it's kind of a fun map, I guess, because of the Titan carrier in the background. So it's all worth it. Actually, I was looking at this map in like the single player campaign, and I thought like you could totally make a cool map out of this, where like one person spawns up here and one spawns here, and then like the artifacts are next to the carrier. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? But I don't know. And we're actually getting to the stage where we can do that kind of stuff. It would just be really big is the only thing. Some LAVs out here in the opening chewing up the space runner. Listen to the sound. They can actually hit, dang it. Normally makes a really cool like plinking noise, but I can't really hear it here. Anyway, that Shrike's base runner getting chewed up just a little bit. What are the tech choices of these players? Looks like Masque the Red Death going for AAVs. I like that. Shrike, teched into AAVs himself. He's beginning to build some already, so he's a little faster on the draw there. As far as economies are concerned, looks like Masque the Red Death is slightly ahead, but still no signs that either player are really going for a production cruiser, so... Actually, double base runner was coming out of Shrike there, which is kind of interesting. One of them's going to go down basically for nothing. And these LAVs just going to feed themselves into the grinder, because why not? Didn't really like this whole life thing anyway. This one here as well, just going to get chewed up. This guy not going for the extraction. I think he could, but then again, having already lost one base run, it's probably wise to try to keep another. So, not the most convincing opening for Shrike here. Masque the Red Death going to be very happy with how that turned out, and she's going to go ahead and try to extract an artifact of her own. There are AAVs out on the field that's going to deny these LAVs some presence. Probably also get the kill on at least one of them as it gets suppressed. Probably a second going to go down here. Oh, don't dive in there. Ooh. Yeah, they're backing away. We got... Okay, so carrier production coming out from Shrike. We haven't got any AAVs coming out yet from Masque the Red Death. That AAV is actually going to go down. Of course, LAVs kill AAVs surprisingly quickly. Still not a good trade usually to fight them, but like you can actually kill them as you saw there. I think 2 LAVs went down, it might have been 3 though. So actually that's almost worth it, I feel. I don't know. Right, well this AV gonna get tickled to death as well. 2 LAVs go down first, and a third taking pretty serious damage, but Masque the Red Death really just not giving up map control, which is quite interesting. I feel you're probably going to lose out on that fight the longer you keep playing it, but still, you know, she's got map control, which is pretty significant. This base runner going to extract an artifact. This one probably will as well, and that'll bring the scoreline to 1-1. These guys just kind of casually on fire. They don't really mind. Looks like this artifact is going to be attempted to get... It's going to extract, right? I mean, it's going to be extract attempted? How do you say that? I don't really know, but anyway. That's cool, you can like see where the rain goes in. Is there rain on Kharak though? Like I feel like they don't really get rain down here very much. Looks like Masque the Red Death gonna prioritize down this base runner, but yeah, there's the smoke from the AAV. I feel like that's kind of a losing strategy, I don't know. Oh, but the base runner's not gonna go for it. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know, I just feel like even if the base runner does go down, which is a little bit yeah, it's gonna go down here, but just like 2 carrier power on your enemy is not that big of a deal, especially in the early game here, so to lose all those LAVs for it I feel was not really the best trade. That being said, there are railguns out on the field now, so Masque the Red Death can push off these AAVs, and also support cruiser coming out, very good. Actually, support cruiser is already out from Shrike though, so he's going to be a little bit ahead there. Actually, that's one thing I was going to say was that probably the support cruiser should be coming out already. I was going to say that like when it was the right time to say it. I don't know. A while ago. I'm not sure what I was trying to say there, but the point is, getting the support cruiser a little bit faster would be good. No carrier power reserves being researched, yeah? Yeah. Now, I think, like, AAV tech was researched, but none of them were actually built. But I feel like Masque the Red Death doesn't need them, does she? So that's probably not an issue. And there's a fairly healthy number of railguns out on the field here. This could start punishing these AAVs. AAVs, of course, can smoke themselves to avoid taking too much damage from that kind of stuff, but it still means that they have to give up field control, which is usually pretty good. These 2 LAVs really shouldn't be in here. They seem to know it. Oh, the smoke comes down just too late. 1 AAV is going to get picked off for the price of 1 LAV. But this one here, too, probably also going to get killed by a bit of a misclick. And I do like how Masque the Red Death continues to make some LAVs in kind of the mix here. Because, of course, one thing that can happen when you have railguns is that your opponent goes for LAVs like this. But with the carrier being here, these LAVs being here, those are just going to melt away. No, they're not even going to get a kill on one of those. What I would love to see, the armor here is not really doing anything, but putting power into the repair systems would be really useful because then, you know, this railgun could get healed, this LAV could get healed, and these poor coalition pilots who are on fire don't have to burn to death. This is an Apollo 1 after all. Too soon? Maybe I shouldn't make references like that. Anyway. Upgrades coming in on the LAVs. Actually, I should check the upgrades on her opponent as well. No upgrades yet, but 1 for heavy vehicles, so for the AAVs. I guess that's true. You can't get railgun upgrades until you get AAV fabrication, can you? It's an interesting little thing. No, my friend, do not do it. No, my friend. Yeah, it seems to recognize that's not a good idea. Some railguns being dispatched to deal with this, but Shrike going on to 3 bases, and he's basically uncontested too. On top of that, he's producing 4 air units, 4 strike fighters they're called. 2 at a time, of course, so those are going to be out very quickly. Battlecruiser fabrication, so Masque Red Death getting spicy, but still no sign of any AA coming out here. Oh, base run, you can extract here. I mean, it's going to take a lot of damage either way, but I feel like getting the artifact out is probably worth it. But I don't know, that's just me. I guess there are reasons to keep that base runner alive, so. Good smoke from Shrike there, but not really going to achieve anything, I don't think. Actually, these railguns clear out that AAV too, so it could extract uncontested now. But there are going to be some problems when these strike fighters pop out of the carrier. Now you can see this, of course. You can see the air tech. Question is where? I thought something over here popped up. I guess not. Huh. I do not know. Maybe it's not popping up because I'm not actually seeing the carrier. Like, because, yeah, I'm doing a reveal all, but I haven't actually seen it. Like, you notice how this wreck bulkhead, like, doesn't look like it's been blown up yet? So let's check, right after the carrier gets detected here. No, still nothing. No, I could have sworn something pops up when they get air tech, but I don't see it here. Most interesting. These railguns failing to hit the carrier massively. They finally just hit their first shot. Did you see that? Not really sure what's up with that. See, Masque the Red Death not keeping sight on this carrier though. There it is. So now I'm gonna finally start being able to put some shots in here. But I imagine... Oh my gosh, Shrike, what... No. No, really? No. I think... Alright, so I think Shrike is going full wing. This is what we call, this strategy. Where you basically just, like, fill up your carrier entirely with air units. So you have, like, all 15 of them, and then just send them out to your opponent and snipe their carrier and kill it in one hit. I think that is the case. I seriously think it is. Let's see, these railguns getting a little rinsed, so all the LAVs come in to deal with it, but... Shrike, you dirty man. This is evil. Because that's basically like a pretty nasty I win button, you know what I mean, if your opponent hasn't seen it coming at all. I mean, he's up to, how many is that? He's up to 10. Only 5 more to make before he's at full. Although he stopped producing them, I guess? I'm not sure why. Right, well, Masque the Red Death has battlecruiser fabrication, but I don't see any coming out just yet. I'd like to see that, but... Why is the carrier unable to deploy this logistics module? I'm not sure what's going on there. Must be some kind of UI bug, but that's alright. Okay, 2 more being produced. He's going full wing. This is crazy. But yeah, you know this thing where the railguns target the salvagers. You gotta always make sure you target the carrier. And it's annoying because sometimes you have to do it like 5 times. Because it keeps coming in and out of view. Like this probe is like seeing it and then not seeing it anymore and then seeing it again, so... You'll have that. I'd love to see these AAVs kind of smoke up a path for the base runner, but... Strike Fighter's getting deployed. Shrike is showing his hand. Yeah, and the entire army for Masque Red Death is gonna melt here. Because, like, honestly, a normal air transition of, like, 4 air units would have been pretty deadly to this already, but there's, a lot more than 4. So, I mean, this is gonna be big. Although LAVs do have their anti-air, and it's surprisingly effective because, you know, they're LAVs, and so a lot of those air units went down. I think actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got killed there. If I can count finally. I don't know. Yeah. You know my track record with counting. It's not particularly good. Oh, there he goes, the 6th. Yeah, you know those air units having trouble docking because that's what they do. Oh, yeah, another one. Oh, 2 more getting. Oh no, that one landed. Wow, what a legend. Anyway, but Shrike just like marching on in here. Battlecruiser, battlecruiser. That'd be so good right now. And she already has the tech. Because it seems like this is just one of those carrier all-ins. Like, hey, well, I've got power reserve 3 already, so let me just come in and kill you. Aha, battlecruiser. Yes. So I think in this case, Masque the Red Death can just sit here until it finishes. Although they do take a really long time to build. I can't check the build time right now, of course, but it's significant, to put it simply. These LAVs like attacking the carrier, I think that's kind of cute, but they're not really going to get anything done there. Love to see him just go after these units instead, and especially this one right here. This is the big... Whoa, what the... He's moving all the support cruisers over. And he's making 2 more. Okay, well that might be a little bit overkill, although support cruisers are pretty good. Yeah, Masque Red Death gets the memo. He's going to start targeting these. Here comes some air units, though. And actually, yeah, they're automatically getting targeted. And support cruiser anti-air came in, so that's huge. And the battle cruiser is about to pop. I feel like Masque Red Death wins this one. I don't know. I think Shrike's got to leave. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is like actually going to work for him, but I don't think so. Support cruiser goes down over there. The thing is, he sacked his entire eco, you know, so like this is definitely an all-in. Like either I win or I lose right now. What the? What are you doing over there? That's a little odd. I've never seen that before. Anyway, BC's finished. Can't really see it, but oh, it's gonna come out on this side. There it is. I'd love to see Masque Red Death just put all the power into armor now, because obviously you're not going to win this fight using the carrier, you're going to win it using the BC, right? and you got a second one getting produced, so all you need is time, basically. So rather than putting into weapons, I would put into armor right here. This BC doing work. It's gonna get killed eventually, but not before it takes out almost all of the support cruisers. Maybe even all of them, honestly. At which point, you know, more BC is just gonna finish the job here, really. So I would move out, like... I would move the carrier away, maybe? Although I guess that doesn't matter too much, does it? But the big thing is I would have put into armor here. And you're starting to get dangerously low on health, you can see that, I hope. But at this point, it's probably good to start attacking the carrier. Yeah, still targeting this support cruise, so I'm not sure about that move there. Although they are going to go down, it's true, so... But at some point you got to take down the carrier, because that's like the only thing that you really care about. Anyway, moving the carrier back to the support cruiser will mean that you get healed, means that the strike fighters will get killed, and almost all of them are dead, by the way, if you look at that. Yeah, this is looking good for Masque the Red Death, but very close. It's a little nervous, you know? Oh dear, it's getting very close now. Support cruiser AA is doing its job. Enough with the support cruiser, you gotta target that carrier. Oh no. Oh no, she might lose this. Because this is definitely her game to win, but... Or at least it was. Maybe it's too late. Oh no. I think that's gonna be game. That's gonna be game for Shrike. I was not expecting this. Powering up the armor, but I think it's too late. Oh, that's real unfortunate. Unless, oh, the air units are getting killed though. Oh no, she is taking net damage though, just barely, but. Oh my goodness, this is so close. Oh, it went down to 60 health that time. It's definitely gonna die this volley. No! 314 health on Shrike's carrier. You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. Someone call the police. This is unethical. Oh, that's gotta sting. That must be like a really annoying way to open up the tournament. Because like, freak. I mean, that was definitely her game there, but just kept going after the support cruisers. And then like, I mean, you can see how close it ended up, right? It's true that the weapons from Masque the Red Death did some of the damage on this carrier, but still, like having power and armor sooner would have basically won the game here, I think. Oh, that's depressing. Right, well, I mean, what am I trying to say here? Like, psychological effects of war actually do affect, like, a tournament outcome, too. So this is not entirely irrelevant that she's starting out the tournament this way. It's gonna kind of put a sour light on everything else, I think, so. Good game from Shrike. I didn't think he could do it, but he did. I don't think it would have worked against, like, this Gara, but, you know. Whatever gets you the win, right? Wow, what an interesting game. We'll move on to the next game from this round.